Right, now you can't call rolling when I just put badam in my mouth. That's not my fault.
Oh, yeah. If I had done it, it would have been, oh, look, Kev, we knew we were going to record and Kev just put some food in his mouth.
We're, how are you, first of all? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brown Road.
Do you know what? It's going to be one of them. It's going to be one of them podcasts where I'm the only one with headphones on. He's already dying over there with the coughing.
That's not me.
You're scoffing. Like, all I can hear is...
But come on, it's a lads' night tonight. Come on.
We have. Well, firstly, what we should point out is we are recording this podcast at a very different time of the day, even though it's only about 2 hours earlier than what we normally do. Yeah. And that is because West Ham are playing Tottenham tonight.
Oh, big
And
game.
I'll be honest, this started from last week. Kedge instigated it, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know how I got roped into this.
Right, because he went, lads, you know, West Ham are playing Tottenham. That's obviously Kedge's team versus my team.
Yeah.
They're playing at London Stadium, West Ham's ground, and they're playing at 8 o'clock tonight. And he goes, well, if we record the podcast early, then we can have a little munch and enjoy the football. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not that into the football. I would watch, obviously, West Ham Spurs because it's a close derby and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like this bit. I like this now.
Of course,
I'm in a happy place right now.
Of course.
Because of this little spread.
I don't think I am.
I know you're not, because you're Man U.
No. Forget the football.
What don't you like about this? This is beautiful. Like, you know, when you're with the boys, when
everybody
you've got your balaji, put in a crisp there, you've got your badam, you've got your nuts, you've got everything. You got.
But that's what I mean. Like, you know, when you come here, we're just so used to that we know what the score is. You come here,
in and out.
Everyone's had dinner and stuff.
3-0 West Ham. Everyone knows what score is.
Everyone's had dinner before they've got here, so no one's sort of faffing around and all of this kind of stuff. And it's like you come in here, and I mean, Kedge faffs around because he makes a coffee for about half an hour, which is...
No.
No, because is it because of the time of day?
Time of day, and also because we got big things are going on.
And that's what I mean. So there's it's just, do you know, I'm just not used to this. It's all a bit different.
It's been taken out of his comfort zone, isn't it? It's not the usual routine, so he can't handle it.
Yeah, so basically, because we haven't eaten...
You know, like routine.
And we are
OCD Saj is in a different zone
this
today.
is messing with him. He's like, right.
It is, yeah.
So he's now just going to stay quiet until it hits about 8, 9 o'clock when we normally would record, and then he'll
start
perk
talking
up.
to people.
Like,
Yeah.
right, now
He's a late perker.
No, so we've got food coming. Thanks to our good friends, and you know them very well as well, Satch. Gunjan's restaurant.
Forget good friends. One of probably I would say in my top three.
Well, only because when we were...
Top three, mate.
We phoned Pete, who runs Gunjan's in Ilford. It's So, first, he just had a conversation. So we want to watch a football. So we've got all these snacks and bits out now. Sorry, that's why the podcast is going to be a bit noisy. That's what I was trying to say.
Everything
but,
out.
And then we're like, what are we going to eat later? And then actually, sorry, can we discuss this?
Can we discuss it?
Our thought process?
Yes.
Because, look, I don't give a crap about anything going on in the world. My food plans are probably more important than anything else.
I think all of our food plans are important. We all quite passionate about it.
I like discussing, hey, what are we going to eat? Like, you know, if you're on a holiday, hey, what are we going to eat tomorrow night? Or what are we going to eat for lunch? What do you want to eat?
Breakfast.
I like those conversations because it's like breaking us. But you immediately brought a strategy onto it, Kedge.
Yes.
Like you often do.
Well, it started with like when you two were in the car today, which has never happened.
No,
so
rare.
you two were
Me and Tommy were in a car together. We were driving up to
Manchester.
cricket. Yeah. That was a
So
long
that's-
journey.
What are you talking about?
That was for the World Cup or something. It was
Like
cricket.
3, 4, 5 years? Or
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
But today, it just so happens that Kedge picked you up from somewhere, and
Yeah,
you were both heading
I had
here,
voiceover
which
near
was
his
weird.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was weird because then I called you when I left, so I was talking to Tommy, but the both of you because you were in the car together.
Yeah.
and we were talking, you know, tangent Tommy. Obviously, I just said, look, I've left. I'll be there in an hour. We were talking about something completely random. Then as I was leaving, I was like, oh, by the way, what are we eating? Like, what are we going to get? Because, we said we'd get some food
I'm
in.
glad you brought that up.
And then I was just like, do you know what? You're together, you two. I'll leave it in your capable
I could
hands.
tell, by the way, on that note, on a little tangent, Tommy, again, that you didn't want to be a part of the conversation.
No, it's not that.
I didn't.
No.
You said 3 or 4 times on the phone to me, okay, cool, I'll leave you boys to work it out.
no, because...
Okay, cool, I'll leave you boys to it.
No,
you know
because...
when someone does that?
No,
I'll
he
leave you to
wasn't.
it.
For me, I thought he was giving us his ashirwad to say, you go for it, boy.
Yeah, it was,
I don't mind because, look, at the end, Tommy, it could have been me and you in the car together and he could have said, I'll leave you to it. Just
I wouldn't have said that.
He wouldn't have known.
He wouldn't have. No, but if it was
Keep
me and him...
speakerphone and discuss it.
Tommy, you would have... All right, let's swap it. If it was me and Kedge in the car, you would have been like, just deal with it, boy.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I don't have any requirements. I'm like, I'm a food slag. I'll eat whatever, right?
Yeah.
Kedge is food specific,
Yeah.
very
Yes.
much so.
Yeah.
Sachi's a semi.
Well, I'm all right. I'll eat anything.
No, Sachi's
yeah,
quite
but-
good with it. Like he'll eat mostly. It's just because I'm
But you're
vegetarian.
not too big on
so-
red meat and things like that.
Yeah, like stuff like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you wouldn't have like.
Yeah, we're not going to bring in a buffalo, are we?
No, but
You never know.
Well, if you weren't here, Kedge,
Oh, hello.
you know what goes on. My point is, no, this is a
No,
strategy.
but
bit.
Tommy knows what I eat anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You
chicken,
know.
chicken,
yeah.
and you love anything veg, right?
Yeah.
So then you're a safe bet.
Yeah.
But basically, Kedge went, well, we're gonna get it ordered in, right? What delivers well? And that was the question.
That was the question. I was quite impressed by
what
myself.
delivers well?
What delivers well?
And I tell you what, because obviously, over the years, you know, all the food you order, Chinese, pizza, Italian, whatever it is, you're like, actually, some things, particularly now with Deliveroos and all the
Yeah.
Uber Eats and all that stuff and Just Eat, you can get anything delivered.
Yeah.
But actually, not everything delivers well.
Correct.
Chips do not deliver well.
Waste of time.
Kedge's things we've learnt does not deliver well.
Kedge, well, that's a whole other topic.
Wow, Satch, I'm glad you brought that up. My God.
You've teed him up.
You're going to have to take that back.
Because we've had some feedback about some people enjoying his things we've learned.
Oh, forget. I wouldn't even say enjoy.
Wait, before you...
Don't matter. Your mum don't count, mate.
No.
No.
It's worse than that. So, okay, so this all links in now. Let's just do
Okay.
it. So we then kind of go, yeah, what delivers well? And then we basically decided Indian food is the best.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's go Indian.
Do you know what? I knew you'd pick Indian.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew it.
Are you happy with that?
It was either that or Turkish, like a mixed grill, but that's not going to... He's only going to have falafel and halloumi.
Yeah, no, and do you know what? With a Turkish, I don't think you can have it, like, it needs to be hot
There and then,
off
yeah,
the
you're
grill
right.
and
I
in
know.
your...
Correct.
Right.
It doesn't deliver well.
It doesn't really
With
deliver
Desi food, we can redo it. Even the naans, you can re-put in the tava.
Yeah.
You know, you warm the rice up, warm everything. You can make it all bubbling
Do
hot.
you know what? There was two things I thought. I thought they're going to go Indian, or they're going to go pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think
They're
pizza.
the two. They're the two
Pizza
things.
was the first word that he
Yeah,
said.
Yeah.
but then,
okay.
it's just I've just done it too many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
over the
No,
last
I was
week.
just. I'm just thinking of it. We're
Yeah.
at home. You know,
Yeah.
what's the
It's
two
an easy
easiest
one.
things? Yeah.
But then he goes, yeah, but because what decent places have you got in East London? Now I know before East London jumps down my neck, we're not renowned for the best Indian food. It's more. You got your brick lanes in East London, but that's a bit further in.
Bit
London,
further
that's
up,
a bit
yeah.
further, yeah. And like Harrow, West London are known for it. West London are known for like a bit more Punjabi cuisine. Harrow's got like loads of kind of fusion, desi,
Yeah.
cool, really nice restaurants. Stanmore,
Northwest, yeah.
Yeah, you know, all that. So, what do we do? Anyway, my point is, I ring my guy, Gunchan's restaurant, Peter, and he loves the podcast, by the way. So he basically goes, no worries, I'll send you a selection. So right now, the food is about half an hour away.
Oh,
We're going to hear the door
can't
go.
wait.
And I'll be honest, you're going to see my attention. You're going to see what I'm like. Because once I hear ding dong, and I hear my wife go, all right, yeah, the food's arrived. And she
Yeah.
knows Pete as well.
Right.
And if he delivers it, whatever.
I know Pete as well.
Right? Well, I know what you're... If I hear that, I'm going to want to wrap this podcast up and get out and eat the food. I cannot be leaving that food sitting there.
Right.
Knowing that my
Okay.
sons are out there as well. They're
So
gonna-
this
they're gonna-
podcast might be
No.
20 minutes.
Might be, right? But Pete went, oh, what do you want? I went, I don't know, Pete. He kind of fancies sarg. I wouldn't mind like something chickeny for Satch, maybe a butter chicken and some sarg and some other bits of it. He goes, fine, I'll send you a selection. So we don't know what we're going to get yet, which is quite
Nice.
exciting. It's quite nice to be in the safe hands of someone like that.
He knows his stuff, though.
He knows his stuff,
Yeah.
and he also, because he loves us,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get some really good food.
Oh, yeah. Well, he
Right,
promised me sarg, so that's all I care about.
Right, and then
He put a phone down.
put the phone down. Then the phone rings back. I think, oh no, is there a problem? Right.
Forgot where you lived.
No, he did say, text me your address.
Did you text him your
That's
address?
all I did. Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
texted
okay.
him on WhatsApp, right? And then I did a little prayer emoji, like thanking you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And he rung back and he went, by the way, can I just say? And I went, yeah, what is it, Pete? You're such a great guy. You're just sending us food.
Yeah.
We love you. And he went, Kedge's things I've learned are the best.
So refit.
He goes,
No, what? Cancel the food.
He goes,
I don't want it.
you know what, Satch? He goes, Tommy, you and Satch, the things you two say, I've heard before. But Kedge's always blows my mind. It's left field. And I thought I was part of a hidden prank show.
Yeah,
I thought it was a prank.
April Fool's.
It's a
I
prank,
couldn't
yeah.
believe
April
it.
Fool's.
I almost crashed the car.
And he was going, oh
BS,
yeah,
mate. That's
oh
BS.
yeah, bruv. All of a sudden, he grew several inches.
Me and
in every
Baxi, we go
department.
back a few years
Yeah,
now.
no,
Do you
you
know what I
don't
mean?
go back.
Yeah.
No,
We're
he
deep.
don't even know you.
He don't know you, bruv.
He don't know you.
He wouldn't recognise you walking down the road.
No.
Well, actually, he probably would. He might.
We connected. No, we connected on another level. Do you know what I mean?
We don't want to know that level.
Well, yeah, exactly. So now, Kedge's like, oh, I love Gunchan's restaurant. They send me sarg and they love my face.
He said that he has to sometimes, when he's listening in the car, he has to stop his car to then Google what I'm saying to go, wow.
Yeah.
The words were, Wow.
I stop and Google sometimes what you say as well because it's mostly rubbish.
I mainly Google.
Did he just say that?
Why the hell am I still working with Kedge? That's something I Google that.
He said that. Satch is in disbelief.
Yeah, I think he's pulling all
I tell
of
you,
our
the
names.
food is going to taste beautiful. I told him, I said, there's
I
so
don't
much
believe
ghee, I can feel it coming out
I don't
into the
believe
sag
it.
today.
I don't believe
We're looking
it.
forward to
I
it.
love you, Peter, but I
thank
don't believe you.
Thank you in advance. And happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Happy Vasaki.
Yeah.
Happy Ramadan. Happy
Eid.
Eid. And
coming
Coming
up.
soon. It's coming soon.
It'll be next week.
Will it be?
Yeah.
Next week.
But next week.
Will it be?
It's next week.
But what day is it for?
I think it's like Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, so we
So,
might.
yeah, we're
might
good
be
with
It
on the
might not
podcast
sink
saying-
in with, I think you're going to be
I'm
sinking
trying
with
to think,
Vasaki.
will it be the night? Yeah. Well, Vasaki, I'm hosting Vasaki in Trafalgar Square on Sunday. So that'll be the usual kind of big, central London affair. But I don't know when the official Eid celebration. But celebrations all round. I like this time. I've always said I like it, and it's a lot of family, a lot of food time. Kids are off school. We've been eating loads. I've done more Easter eggs this Easter than I've ever done before.
Well done.
And you know what? I'm enjoying it because I train every day.
Yeah.
And then I took the week off. I'm like, I'm just going to do
Why
it.
not?
I've had a Kit Kat. You know the ones you brought for the kids?
You smashed it.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Ah.
And you know what?
Do it for the
They
kids.
do, because they've got 3 or 4, and I don't think they're really lucky. I'm glad to say my kids aren't that kind of mad for chocolate.
Right.
They like more sort of sweets and snacky little bits,
Right.
rather than chocolate. So in a way that they haven't really been going, oh, where's my egg? Where's your egg? Milo, you can't touch mine. You can't. They're not like
No.
that. They're not fighting.
But
over
that was
it.
a thing when we were kids.
I know.
It was.
But that's
Because
because I don't think.
wait, my brother touched my Easter egg.
But I don't think they did.
We're getting into a fight.
They didn't
Yes.
do the 99p, £1, £2 ones then. It was always like
The big
mine-
ones.
Yeah, it was
a
a
big
it was a
one.
£10 egg or
With
£5
like a
egg.
mug and all of that kind
the
of jazz
mug.
in it.
Yeah. So I think for that, it was always going to be me and my sisters have to share that. Then we all have to agree what we're going to have and everything else. So they're a bit easier. But
No,
anyway,
it's funny
I've
that
enjoyed
you
it.
said that you ate your kids' Easter egg, the one that I bought them, because they were small ones. I'd never buy big ones. 'Cause I'm
No,
just like,
no, don't ever.
no,
buy
I
them.
wouldn't.
No, good.
Because I just know that all the
a
parents
waste,
can be
it's a
like,
waste,
stop.
yeah.
But anyway, everyone that I've said that I've bought Easter eggs for, like their kids, like my mates,
Yeah.
like nieces, they're like, we've eaten them all. I'm like,
What the parents have.
yeah. So I'm like,
No.
I bought,
I don't think the
everyone's eating them all.
kids are not that excited by Easter eggs. The level of excitement we used to have for Easter eggs, I don't think it's there now, and I think that's
Oh, it
also
was a big
that's-
thing.
I tell you, that's these companies to blame for, because I just don't think they're as exciting. They're still making it, if not boring, compared to what we used to get. The mug, you used to get
The
a
egg
little
cup.
bit of sort of. I don't know. You'd get an accessory with the egg.
Yeah.
Right? Nowadays, they're just doing the egg, and they've got smaller. And actually, there's no real enjoyment or excitement for the kids. And you're thinking, well, if we had that excitement back then, 30, 20 years ago, then why have they not moved it on? These brands they're not thinking outside the box.
Here we go.
Why aren't our people doing this? We need to move it on.
We need to bring the kids
Kedge,
back
is it
into the
Ke-
Easter egg game.
Kedge Darwin and the theory
And
of
so,
Easter egg evolution.
but yeah, everyone eating loads of Easter eggs. And come on, guys, good news. The time clocks went forward in the UK.
Bring forward.
Summertime is here.
Yeah.
See, again, do you know what? That's caught me off guard this weekend as well.
Oh my God.
Because
what
I'll
do you mean?
I'll tell you why. So obviously Easter weekend,
Yeah.
bank holiday, 4-day sort of bender.
Yeah.
You're off for.
4 day.
Um,
FDW.
it's weird because I don't think the time changes ever fell in that weekend ever that I can think
I
of.
think you're right, because Easter's come slightly early, isn't it?
Easter's early this year. It's usually sort of like
April.
first or second week of April, isn't
Yeah.
it? And the time changes it's all come together. And the other day I was sitting there, I was just like, I'm not ready. Like, do you know, like all of a sudden, 7:30 daylight.
Yeah.
And I wasn't-
Seven, eight in the
are you-
evening,
are
yeah,
you-
it's still,
I
it's
wasn't-
still going strong.
Yeah, I
Seth, you
wasn't
can't
ready.
moan about that.
I'm not moaning about it, but I just think, like, everything's just happened so fast in one weekend. It's like,
What
weren't
did you
ready
want?
for
Like
that.
some announcement in stages or something?
Yeah, I
Seth?
did.
I
Like,
like-
it's crept up on me.
No, yeah, it's crept up with quite a lot of stuff out the blue. So
Yeah.
long weekend, which means you're suddenly going to be DJing all
Yeah,
over it.
working a lot.
Clocks have changed. Everyone's out and about. Routines are out the window.
Yep.
I see what you mean. You're right. Because I went away and came back on Friday night, so it's now Monday. What day is it today?
Tuesday.
That's
Tuesday.
the thing. I've really
So
lost
you
the days.
lost track of days, yeah,
Lost
yeah.
track of days, lost track of time.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that classic thing that everybody does. For the first 3 days of when the clocks go back, I'm going, well, it's 6:45, but really it's 7:45.
Yeah.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, but really it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
1 hour
that
back then.
fades after 3 days. And by the way,
God, you guys are making it like you've just come out of the cave or something and just realised that
I
it's
feel
just...
like I have.
yeah.
Like, you guys are talking about this time change as if it's like a big thing, like you're
Yeah,
jet
no,
lagged.
it is. And also, and every year I've realised I struggle changing the time on my oven. Like I don't know what's required. You definitely got to do two things at once.
No, you don't. Is yours a Miley?
No.
Okay.
Neff. But I got two.
Neff has got 2 buttons, isn't it?
Yeah.
One, they both pop in and out. Do they pop in?
No, only one of them comes out.
Okay.
Only one of them. This is what I mean. So there's that.
I'll fix it for you.
And so I'm going to just say this right now. Shout out to anyone who tried to change the time on their oven, and in the end just put the timer on for the oven to come on.
Everyone does that.
Yeah, everyone does that, don't they? I did it. I changed it to an hour back, then pressed back to the main menu.
Gone.
And that time was still there.
Yeah.
And the timer is just ticking down from
I have
whatever
to go
time.
around and do so many people's ovens because they don't know how to do it.
See what I mean?
Go around and do people.
Yeah, I have to.
Community service.
In the family. I have to, because they don't know how to do it. So I have to go around.
So you're known as Mr. Oven.
Mr. Oven. But
Here it
you know what it is they give it a go first, then they mess it up. So then it's really hard to then get it back to normal again.
No, if you can change it, you can change it.
No. What they do is like you do. They put the timer thing on for the
They've
oven.
gone into the wrong mode.
Yeah, they've gone into the wrong mode, and then all of a sudden it freezes the whole oven, and then you can't. You know what I mean? So it's nightmare.
So anyway, we're adjusting. We're all adjusting. If you're adjusting, don't worry, you're not on your own. We're with you right now. And we're trying to get our head into what this crazy world is all about right now. Actually, talk a crazy world. This other thing, Easter weekend is all about. Hey, it's when your wife goes, hey, we need to do stuff as a family. We need to do stuff as a family. You know, and I'm like, well, we just did a week in Centre Parks. That's all right. You know?
What more do you want to do?
And by the way, I'm talking about how things are different this time round.
So you had to do a week and then come back and then do more stuff.
Right, that weekend, because we came back.
But that's I tell you why,
Easter
Tommy.
weekend.
That's because you're not working.
Right.
If you were working, things would be different.
Completely. And I just happened to, this week, just happened to be quite quiet. I think mainly because of Ramadan and there's a lot of events and comedy nights that aren't happening because everyone's just laying low a little bit.
You know what? It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Like
It
even
is.
this whole weekend, I was DJing. It was quiet.
I
Like,
remember-
it wasn't busy at all.
I remember from 25 years ago when I was DJing and during Ramadan, the clubs would be quiet. Yeah. And I'm like, really? And then you start going, profiling. You're like, how many of our clientele are Muslim? Then obviously quite a lot. Or it just must affect everyone's social circles. They're not coming. Anyway, here's a random thing. So we came back on that Friday night, had all day Saturday with my mum and dad and sisters and family. And then Sunday, my wife goes, right, let's take the kids out. And I'm like,
Where?
I think the kids just want to sit on the Xbox.
Weather's been rubbish.
Yeah, right. She booked tickets
Oh yeah.
for a museum. She booked tickets for a museum for all of us to go.
Museum.
I tell you, it was not. When I found out how much it was, I was like, I wouldn't have done it. It was £90 for 4 tickets.
Holy moly!
Right? Now, and
Nearly
it's
25 quid each.
£90 for a museum.
Let's just say it's £100.
right.
£90 for a museum.
Plus travel, plus lunch, plus breakfast, plus hot chocolates,
Live
plus
performers.
snacks, plus
Live
coffee.
performers.
Huh?
Live performers.
Live performers. My chitterah, bruv. My chitterah was more lively than any performing guys.
Is it? Then that's 2 bills plus.
Easily. And actually, we went and had like a proper dinner.
Oh my
So
god!
that's
So you went on another holiday?
3-4 biller.
It was a free £400 day.
Oh
Easily.
my! God. This is the problem. Cause he lives, mate. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
actually, what you realise is how much did the kids enjoy it? How much did I enjoy it? And how much of it really is my wife just doing it because, hey, she can then say, oh, you know, we took our kids to a museum. But the museum that we went to,
Go on. What was
the
it? It must have been brilliant.
yeah.
It must have for £90.
What would you think? What's the best museum you have? Natural
gotta be
history
interactive.
museum.
It's got to be interactive.
And do you know what? They're all of them, science, natural history, they're all free.
They're all free. So
Right,
that's
so
what
it's
I
not
mean.
them.
For £90, it must have been. They must have like got you into space, something like top of the range VR. Or
I'd want a massage at the end of it, right? I'd want some sort of spa treatment. No, it was the balloon museum.
Shut up.
Bruv,
Where
it was
is
a
that?
museum
Where was that?
of balloons. It's a pop-up museum on the central London, right by
They
the river.
popped up and ripped you off.
No, so they had loads going on there, right? But it's right on the river and all that. But I'm like, and I'm an idiot.
What do you do?
Exactly, I'm an idiot. 'Cause
Look
as
at balloons, clearly.
As we're getting there, I'm like, hang on, what is like the history of balloons?
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Who was the
there?
first person to go? I know. I need to blow into this.
Yeah, yeah. And do we all get blown? I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, what happens
Yeah.
when you're there?
What happens if you pop it?
Yeah, do you get let down?
Oh.
Don't know, right? But either way, so it's basically I can't even
Was
as
it
I'm
like
gonna say
was it like loads of balloon arches?
no? Yeah, like a wedding.
I'm
reception.
just yeah,
Like a Desi reception.
like a birthday party balloon wall.
You're onto something there actually because I didn't even think of that. That you know the people that manipulate,
yeah.
do the what
Make
do
the
they call
dogs
that?
out of it.
Yeah, make dogs or you
Yeah,
know
balloon art.
Yeah, like a
balloons.
display kind of balloon display.
Is it like art like that?
Yeah,
no. It was obviously all been set up and curated by artists.
Yeah, of course
And
it
the
was.
idea behind it was that I read it, and I thought that doesn't make no bloody sense. It was all about senses.
I knew it.
But
Everything's about
it
senses
was like
nowadays.
senses and how it's linked, how the joy of a balloon is linked to everything that we are as people, and the expansion and the world.
give it a rest.
And so basically, there was lots of different things inflated and inflating. So it wasn't all balloons. Some of them like were canvas.
Prices inflated.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
And you go around, and so and you go through you just walk through this building in different kind of rooms and that, and there's different things. The best thing about
No, but don't you get isn't there like some pit of balloons?
yeah, that was the best bit about it.
Right.
There was one giant, right, ball pit.
Right.
Like the biggest ball pit you can imagine, like that.
And you just jump in.
But they're balls. They're not balloons, so they cheated.
Yeah, you're right. And then you think, oh, so it's not balloons. It's like an
So
inflatable.
this ball stuff they have everywhere. They have these ball pits and it's all part of sensory museums.
Yeah, that's exactly
There was one. There's
There's
plenty.
loads of them.
Yeah, that you kind of, whatever it is, it's all to do with the art. So anyway, but I want to put it out there. I'm gonna, to anybody who's got to go to a museum or got to go do stuff like that, I guess it depends on what you like as a dad, and maybe you're better people than I am. But I flipping hate it.
One of my mates
even if it's beneficial to my kids, I hate it.
One of my mates went. He hated it.
To a balloon museum.
Yeah.
He was just rubbish.
The Balloon Museum.
Yeah.
Are you right? Yeah. Right. And the kids were like, so I feel bad. Then you kind of get weirdly annoyed because the kids are going, how long left? And I'm
So
like,
they're not. They're not.
no. And as soon as they go, how long left? And we met some of their other cousins there as well. And they're like, can't we just take these cousins back to our house and play there?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then obviously I get that.
Yeah.
I get that frustrated inner annoyed dad. I
you're
go,
annoyed,
no, look, take it in, read it. Have you read what it says?
You know what? I think the pressure of this, is coming from social media. I think a lot of people see on their social media feeds other families doing stuff like this, and they've got that one money shot of their son diving into the ball pit or something along that lines, or they've got a nice family photo in front of coloured light balloons and they're waving around and all that. And I think what happens is you see it and you go, we need to do this. We need to do this as a family. Oh, look at them spending a family day together. God. That's so lovely. And I honestly, social media is the evil of all of this. Because I should think people,
right.
This is why people, because you never really got into all of this stuff back in the day.
Right, and I'm not into that, as you know. Like I said, I haven't posted one picture of a balloon all over the last few days. So because I'm looking around and kind of going, nah. But my wife isn't a social media fiend like that. She's not crazy for do it for the gram. But I think the Instagram social media culture makes you feel like, are you living your best life?
Yes.
And therefore, what do you want to live your best life? Oh, you got to eat all these fusion foods
Yes.
like
Yeah.
the croissant burger or the Krona or whatever, then you got to go to these quirky places and pop
You
ups.
haven't got to do that.
And if you haven't done that, you're not living.
No, you haven't got to do that.
Yeah, and I think I'm very
It's
much
just
as I
gone
go.
And do you know what?
He's gone bargain.
Even if I did, I wouldn't post it.
No,
It's not really me.
yeah, you're like
I mean, it's different when it's a family, and sometimes you think, it'd be nice to have a photo and everything. But you're right, all of this, the social media stuff. You know what I saw the other day? I've got to just say it because it was the most weirdest thing that I've seen. But because he was a food influencer and whatever, he made some brilliant recipes. Tommy doesn't know what it is though. Do you know what patra is? No, timpa. No, it's like
I've heard you talk about that.
It's made out of leaves, banana leaves, and they're like round basically. It's a very Gujarati kind of dish, yeah. And but you can fry them. You can either boil them or you can fry them, right, Sach?
Or smoke them.
Are the timber quite small? How big are they?
No, it's like a.
I'll
tell you what it is.
Go on. I know what he's going to say.
It's a Gujarati Swiss roll.
That's it, an Arctic roll, but it's cut into slices.
Oh, nice. Okay, is it actual cake then, or is it
No,
hard?
no. It's savoury. It's savoury. It's leaf. It's banana leaves and masala.
And it's quite
Tommy,
big.
it's rank.
It's
Oh,
not.
really?
It's beautiful.
Made
It's
of
beautiful.
leaves.
Yeah,
It's
rank,
beautiful.
rank.
It's
Tiny timber.
It's not. It's not
you eat in a
thin. It's
forest.
not. No.
Do you know?
But then,
You know what? I could go in your garden, pick some grass, pick some leaves,
Yeah.
roll it all together, put it in a Swiss roll,
Timber.
feed it to you.
right? But then I don't like the idea of barn. I've never had barn.
No.
You like that?
Yeah, Kedge likes it.
No.
Kedge
It's
likes
not
it.
that at all.
Dirt.
But anyway, so you can boil them, put the masala on it, the vagada, or you can fry them. This guy fried them, and then he got a puri, right? He got a puri, he put that on it, and then he put chutney on it. He put another one on top of it, and then he put another puri in it, and he called it the patra burger. And I'm like, bruv, what are you doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is just you guys are just doing things for the sake of doing things, and it's terrible.
You're right, exactly. And you realise I'd rather just be kind of left out. I'd rather do stuff.
Just
that
a
I
quick
know.
thing about museums, it had me thinking. What is the best museum you've been to?
No, none. I've never liked them. Never liked them from school. I'll be honest. I never liked. The best bit about it was getting a new rubber and a pencil going through the gift shop at the end.
That was the best part.
For us, honestly, when we said we'd go to a museum for school, we'd bunk off the day and just go in London.
See, I didn't have the balls to do that. I would just.
But everyone did it.
I do. I'm going to sound a bit weird here, but I do like a good art gallery.
Oh my God.
But then I was into art. I was into art, so it's a bit different.
That's one thing I cannot get my head around. Why would you want to go somewhere and just stare at something?
No, you see, I'll be honest, Satch. I'm worried. When we talk like this, we're going to sound so ignorant.
No, you're right. I'm not. I'm with you on a lot of museums.
Look, at the end of the day, you go there, you look at a picture. Someone could have just put that picture online and I could look at it. And we're doing the same thing. We're looking at something.
Yeah.
I could do that at home.
But back then, there was no online business,
I get that, but then you had books. So you could look at it.
No, but it's not the same.
It is the same.
Okay, but let's say, right, I like houses, right? I like talking about houses. I like well-designed, well-built houses. I like looking at Rightmove and stuff. I'd want to go and look at a house. I don't want to go to a gallery where there are thousands of houses and just walk past them all.
No, but one house has a lot to discover.
So hang on,
exactly.
what did you like at art museums and what galleries? What did you do there? What did you do?
Because I studied art, obviously, to A levels and all of that. So basically, it meant that it was.
Kate talked about A levels like it was recently. I just want to point out. It was 30 years ago.
It was, but what I'm trying to say is like, it was like, no, so you'd go there, you'd get a lot of inspiration, you sit there, you draw, you try to copy the kind of stuff that you're there, you'd have your little sketchbook. I don't know, it was just you would get a lot of inspiration for your work. He's
chatting absolutely.
No, really. And also like to see like I remember going to the Salvador Dali exhibition. It is incredible. Like to see his work.
I went to the Tate Modern once. I thought it was the biggest waste of time I've been to in my life. I was like, why did school take us here?
Yeah.
Really?
It was just everything. All this dumb stuff that they put out all over the place. It's art.
Would you guys not get excited at the Natural History Museum? You know, dinosaurs, all that kind of stuff?
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Dinosaurs, yes.
Yeah.
A bit of natural history, but Salvador Dali, I'd rather Salivate over a Thali. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm with you on that. But
do you know what? No, do you know what though? The best, I wouldn't say museum, it was like an exhibition, was Expo 2020 in Dubai. Remember I went to that?
Oh yeah, that World Expo. But bro,
that's
a museum.
I'm just saying,
not a museum.
That's kind of like a museum. I'm going to claim it. That's the best thing I've been to.
That's like ideal home exhibition times 50.
Yeah.
Miles better than that. But other than that, museums or art galleries.
It's funny, isn't it? Like we talk about all these things as a child that we did and we didn't really like and everything like that. And obviously we had April Fool's Day as well. And again, I just think what, April Fool's Day, I didn't really see that many like pranks that are happening on the telly or and I don't think they work on social media. I think a few radio stations and TV shows tried it and it was just all a bit
rubbish.
And what I notice is kids nowadays they're not really involved with it like how we were back in the day. I remember
like the Easter eggs.
Yeah. Like again, it's one of those things where I don't think April Fool's Day can work now because of social media, because everything can be checked. You can literally within seconds go, that's wrong. And so therefore, I just don't think it works. And so therefore, kids don't. I still try to wind up my nephew, who's an Arsenal fan. I said, "Oh my God, breaking news! Arteta is he's just resigned. He's not going to be Arsenal." But he was just like, "No, he hasn't. Don't be silly."
Chatting rubbish.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And
even he knows.
Like,
Uncle Kedge is
but it was
BS.
like when I was I remember like we used to plan it and like try and prank my gran and loads of these things like we were like, oh my God.
How would you prank your gran?
Well, I remember there was this one time we did it where we basically said and again it was one of those. I don't even think you could do that now because everyone gets offended. We pranked our gran.
What did you say?
All of us, like there's
border force at the door.
Immigration.
It's time to go,
It's not valid.
It's time to go, boy. You've been saying it for a long time.
Back down the border,
kid. Yeah. No. But I think we did it with.
We should have go back to Kenya.
We did it with that. One of our cousins was getting married, but he was very young, and we just said, "Oh my God, he's getting married," and everything like that. She was like, "Oh my God, what's going to happen?" Blah blah blah. And, are you sure? And all this kind of stuff. And we really, it did go on for quite a while. And it was really funny.
Yeah.
But like, you can't just do. I don't know. It just doesn't
do you know
work
what?
anymore.
That could offend someone now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's what it is. I've never liked pranks. I don't like the idea of someone being the set up butt of a joke. I just felt pranks a bit mean. I've never just, if you look, even over the years of us being on the radio, we never pranked each other, have we?
No.
We don't do that.
No.
I find like it's a bit, but But then I like I like silly setups. I like fun stuff.
I don't think it's like if it's a prank to make someone feel terrible, then that's not nice.
Yeah.
But if it's a funny prank.
Yeah, but then.
But a funny prank is always gonna.
But it's like something that's like, I don't know. Tommy goes to pick something up and it's slippery, or do you know what I mean? Like, or whatever it is, that's a bit.
Yeah, but then I'm going to stack it.
Yeah, and then you stack it.
I'm just trying to think of something that's a bit harmless.
And nowadays, you can't do anything.
Yeah, and
now, hang on a minute. We pranked him once. Bardshaw was kicking off with him on the radio.
Oh
remember?
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. It was you're right, but it was more awkward for me because I'm like, oh god, this interview is not going well.
Yeah,
and then after a couple of minutes of it not going well, and I remember getting a bit of a hot flash because obviously I've been there before with AI.
Do you want to talk about it now and come out and tell us how you feel?
No, but then that's the reason why I left the BBC was that prank. So, but getting onto things that I actually do like doing and things that I wanted to do over the Easter break that bonded us as a family. We went to Centre Parks, obviously, as I said last week, and we as a family played loads of different sport together. So we cycled together, played tennis together, played pool together, played foot golf together, played football, billiards together.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why are you crying? Was it over the prank?
Man, I'm getting emotional now.
His eyes are watering.
You know why? Because I know that Peter's food is nearby. And
Okay, fine.
And I'm crying about tucking into that saga, and it's going to make me feel better. But
what'd you play?
We played badminton together. I thought of you, Sach.
Oh, easy.
And can I just say, I loved it. I love the springiness of a shuttlecock bouncing off my neck.
You sound like you haven't played it in a while.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've played it in 40 years.
Funny you said, I played a little bit of badminton this weekend.
See?
Yeah, outside, and the weather was okay. So
I don't like it outside. Then,
yeah, I don't get that. So on that note, we all enjoyed it. We all loved it, and I'll be honest, I think I'm actually pretty damn shit hot at it. Actually.
Oh, hang on a minute. Who'd you play?
Not Kedge. So this is not me rubbing. No, who'd I play? Oh yeah, I played a 7-year-old and an 11-year-old.
That's why you're shit hot.
No, but I don't think so. I think I had the wrist action, the lunging. Right. You know, like how Desi's naturally are racket player. We all are.
Asians are very good at badminton.
Yeah, badminton, tennis, all racket sport. We do well at.
I'll give you a game.
It's because we are very wristy.
Hold on. You just missed a challenge. I knew he would. Well, actually, I didn't think he would.
I think it's a 3-way tournament.
I'll give you. Where did this guy come into it?
I mean, if we're going to have the showdown.
Yeah. I guarantee you.
Round robin.
I guarantee you I won't lose. I won't
come,
you
won't lose?
I won't come third.
Easy.
And bruv, I've only played for half an hour in the last 30 years.
See, I haven't played badminton.
I'm a cunning coyote around that badminton.
You are definitely something with the sleep.
So I will be. I'm telling you that I won't be easy to beat.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Badminton, I haven't played in about 5 years because I've moved on to squash.
Yeah. I thought you still played on a regular.
No, but it's funny that you two both talking about badminton.
Yeah.
One of the boys in one of the other groups was like, "Shall we start playing badminton again one day?"
Why did you move from badminton?
Squash is just a crazy. Like I find it more intense.
Yeah. Squash is just
no, but honestly, you've got to be on it. I don't know. I just find it more
intense. It is.
Yeah,
it is intense.
Do you play singles badminton or doubles badminton?
Doubles.
Okay. Would you want to play singles or doubles?
No, but I've played singles as well.
Okay.
But when we used to play, it was doubles.
Well, we need a fourth person.
So when we play
singles.
Do we play? Okay, we're going to play singles.
No, it has to be, innit? Because we're the three of us.
Yeah, I thought you said we'd draft in a fourth. I thought you said.
Well, we could draft in a fourth.
Because I ain't playing with Simon on
Simon's
my side.
useless, mate.
You know what? We could have like the Brownload badminton competition.
Yeah, I think there'd be loads
because
of takers
all Desis, and I know, and I can't say for Punjabis, but Gujarati love badminton.
Yeah,
really?
Like every community has had a badminton tournament, or they have their badminton weekends. Every different sects and all the different parts of the community, they all get together at different age. Not sex.
SECT.
Sex not the right word, but like all the different.
We like to play badminton, all the different sects. I'm like, what?
No, but
shuttle my cock.
But Gujaratis love badminton.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what?
All the kakas, all the aunties, everyone are in it.
Tell you why, because it's your. This is such a
how are you making this generalization?
You're vegetarian.
What's that got to do with it?
As a species, hear me out, right? Like you can tell.
What's that got to do with anything?
Okay, so the Bengali boys at school were good at football, right?
Right.
Because they're quick. Right? They were literally like the muchy eating, springy gene. They could just change direction. They're handling, low center of gravity, skill. The ball would stay close to their feet. They were like little Messis, all of them, right? The Punjabis were I don't know, more fighting or I play basketball or maybe a bit of football.
Weightlifters.
Yeah, but
Wrestling.
I can see you particularly, like, you know, or just your kind of veggie goodgie guy, springy, happy because he's
That's
just
out of order.
it's
That's
not.
That's out of order. Kedge, he basically call you douse him.
It's
I
a,
know.
no, it's,
Well,
but
that
it's
was
a
my
light.
nickname.
It's
That
a
was my
light
nickname.
sport. Yeah, so it's not going to hurt your haddiyan.
No.
And it's a lot of moving around.
No
which
contact.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
exactly.
contact.
And, you know, even when you smack it as hard as you can, the shuttlecock goes,
Product.
but then it slows down and parachutes down slowly. You know, that kind of comes down with a bit
Yeah.
of you. So, I don't know. I think all of that kind of fits.
I
the
love
Gujarati
how
character.
he's just made that
Like,
into a
no,
Gujarati sport.
Like how you see
Badminton
like Chinese
chair.
people with table tennis. You see, like, it's natural for them.
But they're also good at badminton.
Yeah,
are
you're
good
right.
at
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reactions.
Oh, yeah, I think we should look into this then. The Brownlow competition.
Is it?
Badminton
The badminton
one.
brunch.
Who else plays?
Badminton brunch.
We're not having-
Badminton Bangura old school garage brunch.
Brunch. Oh,
No,
my
we're
God.
not doing that. I'm just saying, us three, and even if some of our listeners were like, "Oh yeah, I play badminton,"
I reckon
Get in
if we
touch.
hired out like a venue,
yeah, Byron Hall,
Byron Hall and Harrow, and we just lay out the
pull the
courts.
courts out.
So how does it work? You just turn up, you register, and then
That's
you
it,
get
yeah.
on.
to play each other, yeah.
Please,
Wow.
let's not discuss this
For the summer.
on the podcast because it's going to be one of them ideas like everything else that we talk about that never amounts to anything.
All right, forget
But-
that. Let's us three go and play.
All right, fine.
All right, well,
We
we'll
can
do
make
that.
that happen.
We'll,
We can
we'll
make that
definitely do that.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, let's go with that. And we will, by the way, when we play each other,
Yeah.
we're putting it on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? It's going to go up.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
The full scores result.
It'll be fully made. It'll be fully made.
We might also need like a proper adjudicator stroke referee type person there because I'm not having Kedge calling in, out, shake it all about.
Yeah.
I
No,
want-
I'll get someone who knows
We'll
how to-
pay
yeah.
someone
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
be there, monitor those lines.
oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, do it there.
Yeah.
You know, like an umpire.
VAR
whatever.
check and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the real deal. Talking of real deals, you know, now that by the way, I'm talking quickly. Can you hear the speed?
Yeah, it's getting faster and faster.
I swear, I haven't heard the front door go, but I know food is very imminent because
Okay.
now it's going to be in a few minutes. So,
Let's go.
So,
I'll go.
when are you ready to eat? But talking of food, obviously we love food, and all this weekend, because we went out on a little boat ride. By the way, as well, that was the other thing that we had to do.
Wow.
Yeah, for with us as a bonding experience
Yeah.
with the family.
Wow.
So we did a little boat ride. Actually,
It's funny that I went through the park the other day and I saw people on a pedalo, and I was just like,
Oh, I love a
nice
pedalo.
little pedalo.
this was a little motorboard one, which is
Oh.
sick. You can get it from Paddington and take it all the way to Camden.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that
and
is
then,
quite
and then go
nice,
back
yeah.
again. Yeah, it takes 2-3 hours. So it's good fun, and you got a little table on there. Take your own drinks, take your own snacks.
bonding boat.
I made sausage rolls in the morning. We all had those.
Yeah.
And
We should do that actually. Go on a boat.
honestly, it's quite hard to steer because with the little rudder,
With the rudder, yeah.
thing, left is right and right is
Yeah,
left.
it's opposite.
So you can get a little bit confused. And actually, we were the only ones there because we were quite early, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning. But I thought this would be a perfect little place for a little pronto picnic.
Oh.
You'd want to almost do, and then I thought I'd want to have like a pronto and prosecco, like brunch. That'd be a thing, you know, like a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, let's do pronto and prosecco
On a boat.
Yeah, yeah, like a boat.
On a
But
boat.
they're gonna go right to give everyone pronto.
The boat party,
Right.
yeah, Bronte and Prosecco.
There we go. Scrap the badminton. We're
Right,
going to
yeah.
do this.
And then we started looking up like
The PP on the BB.
the PP
Bronte Prosecco
Bronte
on the bonding boat.
on. Yeah, don't PP on my baby.
No.
No, because that's how it would.
That is a night.
Have some respect.
That's another night.
She's an important lady. So no, and I started looking at Pronto, and then I basically came across a load of things on Instagram, and I realised there's a new fad with Asian food, and the fad is
Another one.
Here we go. Are we going to offend people?
no.
Again.
Well, actually, I've realised what you meant there. What do you mean? I haven't offended no one.
Food bloggers.
Yeah, the food bloggers. But those are the girls that talk sexy and who want you to try my
You know,
famous.
I've seen guys who talk like that as well.
Yeah, and now,
Yeah,
by
I
the way, thank you to everybody, and I do love it.
sending them.
They keep sending them. Yeah, they go, look, I found another one, and I found another one.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
But it's like all of the girls want to talk in that certain way, and it's fine. Each of their own. You do your own thing. You do you, boo, as long as you're happy. But
It's
I'm
like they're doing it English,
Regular.
spoken
Yeah.
sort of exam. Do you know
Yeah.
where you have to talk
Yes.
into something
And
and,
they try-
and the teacher's marking you out of 10?
but for marking you for your breathiness
Yeah.
and your supposed sexual
weird.
look. Anyway,
Or
enough
they're
about
locked
that.
in a cupboard.
Yeah, but I've realised there's another trend, which is what I'm going to call the culture crunch, right?
culture crunch.
Which is, for some, and now that I've said it, I'm telling you, these phones are such jalako, right? They're because they're just listening in all the time. So that will just keep pulling
I've never seen it.
Okay, so
I think I know what you're on about.
there's a thing, there's now definitely a thing going around where loads of people are making cultures on Instagram.
Yeah.
Love,
Or
love,
TikTok,
a,
or
love, a,
TikTok.
love a culture.
Well, I'll come back to that in a minute, right? Yeah. And I thought, okay, it's like Pronte. But then what they all do, They make the kulcha. This is how we make our kulcha. This is how we fry it. This is the butter, and it looks amazing, and it's got the fillings, or it's got crispy outside. You can see they probably slightly overcook it for my personal liking because I don't like it too crispy, crunchy. My dad does.
Yeah.
My mum makes it perfectly, obviously. And then, but they do. This is the thing they do. They then get the kulcha, hold it up on their two flat hands, hold it up to the camera, and scrunch it and crush it. They pull it on the side. They go because they want the mics to pick up on that sound of like, you know, like you get with crispy bread or biting into like.
Oh right, so that's why it's known as the kulcha crunch.
Well, I think I've.
Oh, you've named it.
Yeah, because
but it's a thing.
But I'm like, hold on, that looked great. Because when I see that flat kulcha, I go, great. Put that on the plate, stick some sabji on top, bit of a chard, bit of pickle, bit whatever, or a bit of dahi, and you can tear away. But they want to do this crunching. I'm like, no, you've messed it up now. You've made it not look pretty. It doesn't look that pretty.
Sorry, did you just say the word achar?
Yeah.
I've got something.
Have you? What? You got more chard? What
He's got a VB and Sons bag, bro. Why's he got a VB and Sons bag?
Just because.
What have you brought? You bought more chard for me?
Bro.
I didn't even know about that. I didn't even spot that in the car.
This is like a fresh
It's
deli
a Taza
one.
one, bro. It's a Taza. Honestly, it's so good this, and I've had so much joy out of it. I thought I've got to get you some.
This is mango pieces, carrots, fresh chili. Kerda. What's kerda?
Kerda, I don't know. Explain that.
De kerda, ni de kerda.
It's like I think English
Lemon,
people call it
red chili.
What's that word that they use? I don't know what it's called, but
Don't worry. hello@thebrownlow.com. Wow, look at this kedge. This is good.
and I've got this one for you as well. This is the Kedge's homemade.
Oh, I like your homemade one as well.
And then I've got a little. I thought I'd bring you to try this, but we've got to warm it up. It's
Food.
It's kitschy. Bubbling a lot. I know he's not a fan, but I wanted you to
Kitschy.
try it. Kitschy, yeah.
That's what you do when your kachi goes up your bum. Oh, kachi. Just pull that out.
Kitschy. But yeah, so we'll try that. Anyway,
Okay.
carry on. Sorry.
No,
You're on your own.
No,
Culture
I'm
crunch.
totally. Culture crunch has now become a thing. I'm just saying, there's all, like desi food's changing. The face
Are you a
food
fan
is
of
changing.
kulcha though?
Yeah, I don't mind the kulcha, but I don't like what these guys do.
What?
No, I don't like what these. Do you know when
No,
they
but
just
Tommy
grab the-
likened it to a paratha.
It kind of is, but it's made a different way.
Okay.
It's not a paratha.
Okay,
I
it's
would
not
have
a paratha.
likened it more to a puri.
No, it's not a puri. It's not a puri.
Can I be honest?
Go on.
Sorry,
Go
that was a genuine
Yeah.
swear. I don't think I've ever had one.
Really?
Yeah, we're in Bombaddy territory.
No.
The amount of people who said they can't believe that he hasn't had palm by you.
Can I be? Look, my dad listens to the podcast, so Dad, I'm blaming you and Mum here, right? Because,
Why have you never given Tommy a kulcha?
but then we've always had pronte. We've had crispy pronte at home,
Right.
So we had a nice fluffy crispy pronte.
No, but
Puria, pature.
kulcha are different. Kulcha are more on from the family of bature.
But what's that?
No.
I think the atta is still chapati atta, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a puri, Kedge.
Of course it is.
I just
It's
think
closer to puri than it is a
No,
paratha.
I don't think it is.
From what I understood,
I think it's like a hybrid.
yeah. Okay,
If puri and paratha the baby, kulcha came out.
from what I think they are. If you like, literally, like I said, if you forced me and said, right, we're going to shoot you right now. Tell us what you think a culture is.
Yeah.
I think it's still made on a tava like a pronto would be, but it's just made with more butter to make it more crispier. That is the only thing I can think is a difference. But I just think some people call them kulcha, and some will call it a paratha.
No.
So you think they're two different things?
Sat, show a photo of it first. Sat, show me
I've
a
never had
photo of one.
No, do you know what? They're different, and in different. I've seen different kulchas in different places. They're not the same. It's not like one.
I've got different
It's not
kulchas in different
like,
area
No,
codes.
honestly, it's like when you got in different area codes.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Right.
So kulchas
in-
can be different things in different areas.
Yeah, like they're a
this
bit
needs
different.
to go up for some sort of vote.
Someone
because
out
this
there can do it.
Because
Give us a
I've just
full definition.
whacked in Google.
Right.
These look like naan.
Show me.
It's not right. It's not fluffy and pillowy. It's not.
Homemade
It's not.
culture with yeast.
Yeah,
and bacon
exactly.
soda.
It is.
not
It
that.
is. That's what it is.
It's more like sort of fried. I think.
See,
Like more crispy. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
It's
not
like
a naan.
bature, channa bature.
No,
it's the
it's not.
same.
It's
It's the
not.
same kind of thing. It's fluffy. It is that.
It's not that.
well, these ones, no, they definitely weren't that fluffy because
They're
when
not
they
fluffy,
crunch
it's they
them,
crunch 'em.
they crunch them on the mic to make you go, oh, look, there you go.
yeah.
And I get the crunch is also there so that then
Is
it's
it like?
terrible and
Is he
difficult.
talking about like kakra?
No, that's flipping hard and crispy. That's completely different. It's
Okay.
all I can say. It's like imagine a paratha that's like nice and soft.
Yeah.
But instead they cook it with either butter and oil, so it goes crunchy.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
so they fry it a bit, if you know what I mean.
But
That's what
But
it is.
that also doesn't appeal in my head. If you said to me that, or do you just want?
what's that?
Is that your?
Is that
There's
is that?
my doorbell.
Your doorbell going? Oh, you know what?
Has
I
it
was
delivered
like,
to Sach?
No, I was like, the food's here. I was like, oh no, that's Sachi's doorbell. Like, but I did just
Has
hear
it
a car
delivered to
pull up
Sachi's house?
outside. Maybe the wrong address.
Right. Well, I think we need to go into things we learned.
Okay. Wow. Look at that straight.
Hang on a minute. I think we need to work out what
Like,
we ain't worked out what kulcha is.
Yeah, no, people to tell us. Hello at thebrownloud.com. Okay. Look, we're hungry, all right?
Let's go, Bongo.
We're 3 brown boys and we need our dinner.
We need to
And
go
it's
to the
that-
culture club.
Yeah. Yeah, culture vulture.
Right. Things we learned.
Okay, I'll go first. I've got this one. You know the Black Eyed Peas song, which is Don't Funk With My Heart.
Yeah.
Oh la la la, don't funk with my heart.
God, that's a bit of a
Throwback.
selective. Yeah. That,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
I
have,
know.
I wouldn't have thought about it until
Because
you said it.
this came up again on my social media feed. That, and this is one I didn't know about, and I know about a lot of the other Black Eyed Peas songs, or also Timbaland songs,
Yeah.
or you hear about
Copies of Bollywood songs.
Yeah, copies of This is a Bollywood song.
I knew that.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know what song it is?
I do know it because I remember at the time.
It's Air No Jawan Hai Sab. So and it goes, ooh, it even goes, ooh la la la, no Jawana Hai Sab. It's like that.
That's
Love
Will
that.
I Am.
Yeah.
That's Will I Am.
Yeah,
That's Will I Am.
So there you go. That's the thing I learned this week is Don't Funk With My Heart by the Black Eyed Peas is based on a Bollywood song.
Just adding on to that, the Bollywood song. Have you guys seen it yet in the KFC advert? It's so
I have
good.
seen
Isn't
it.
It's so. Who would have thought ever to have picked that Asha Bhosle tune?
Well, yeah, it's a
Udi
random
Baba, Udi
one.
Baba, Udi Baba. I mean, it's just incredible. And to have that on a KFC advert.
And it's funky as anything.
Yes, so funky. I've never heard that song before.
See, I wonder if we had heard it, would we have gone, hey man, this is really cool. Let's make a good remix, or this could like be modern right now. And yet the KFC lot come along and go,
Who
"Yeah, this
is
has
the
got it."
Desi at KFC
Yeah.
who plucked that one out?
And why aren't they sponsoring this podcast? We mentioned you enough.
There's a
blooming
lot.
times.
There's a lot of Indian songs that I think would work well in an advert. There's just loads.
Oh, yeah.
Anything about Bapilari, anything funky like
Yeah,
that.
no, there's just loads of stuff.
Like there was that one for, do you remember that? What was that thing in the fridge? Or there was a one about the fridge and there was a kid cycling and there was something to do, was it a fridge or something like that? And it
Keep
was,
cycling in the fridge.
no, it was like, I can't remember it now. And it was a massive, I think it was a Bapilari tune, disco one. I can't remember it
I
now.
remember there's one.
Can't remember, it's gone.
Bhangra Nights. I remember that
Yeah,
one.
no. Go on.
Now,
Anyway, carry on,
What have
Saj.
you learned?
So mine's Easter egg related, because obviously Easter
Oh.
just went. Why do some Easter eggs have like that crocodile texture on the shell?
Oh, good one. I just presume
Because
the skin.
That
yeah,
that
because
hazy
it's
effect.
not a smooth egg.
Hexagonal kind
Yeah,
of.
why does it have that?
That's a good one, Saj.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna guess it. Now that you've said it, I would not have thought. I would have just thought it was a pattern of their chocolate and the swirls.
But
of it.
everyone had the same.
Yeah, I reckon it's the grippers that it's made in.
It comes from Germany. That's not a clue, by the way.
Oh.
What? Oh, what the?
The
I
design.
thought it was the
design.
mold that it was made in.
No.
No.
So what they're saying is, if it was a smooth round egg, you'd see loads of little cracks and dents and stuff in it. Whereas if you've got that pattern on it, you ain't gonna notice anything.
Oh,
you
so
know what I
it's
mean?
like-
so it's more like to hide the imperfections.
So, yeah, so it's a bit like how we as Desis would have multicolored carpets growing up, because it was like if you drop your subji,
Yes.
you're not gonna see
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I didn't,
we've got
but
lines on our face, so it hides the imperfections.
Is that what
and
it
your
is?
face always looks beautiful.
Nah, bruv, you always look good from every angle.
Oh,
I think
thank
you
you.
made that up anyway.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's the thing. But it's
That's
the
a good
second
one.
part of it. How many Easter eggs does a kid consume during Easter?
Oh, the average kid.
The average kid.
3.
No, you see, I reckon probably 2.2.
I'm going.
But you're both way off. You
Oh,
said 3 and you
yeah.
said 2. Brother, it's 8.5.
8.5 eggs.
8.5 eggs.
I'm gonna go beat my kids.
Wow.
8.5. I couldn't believe it. I was
That's
like,
a
what?
lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
Right. Okay. This
Enjoy,
one.
kids. Enjoy.
Okay, this
Enjoy.
one.
Carl Piero Ashkara Mitro.
My one. This one absolutely blew my mind, and I had to bring this in because I thought, go on.
Is Peter going to stop though?
Peter is going to stop. Peter, stop your car now.
Okay.
Because Peter's going to love this.
Okay.
And actually, this is one for the Punjabi massive as well, right? So, let's take it back to 1889. All right.
I weren't around then.
No, I
I
know.
told you we don't like museums.
I know. But the Brits back then in Sindh, in this place called Sukar,
Yeah.
right? They built this railway bridge, but it didn't look safe. But it was a really long railway bridge in this little bind, right? And they didn't know if it was safe, and they needed obviously a driver to test this bridge. So no one wanted to drive the train across this bridge because it just didn't look safe.
Yeah.
At the time, there was a prisoner who was sentenced to death anyway.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
So the British people said, you know what, let's pick him.
Use
right?
him.
They said, we're going to train you to drive a train.
Train you to drive a train.
Yeah.
Train
Train trainer. He was given 2 months, and they go, if you can get to the other side successfully, you'll be free. You won't be sentenced to death.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
Right. So this fella.
Would you take that challenge if that was you?
Oh yeah, I think.
Well, you're
you have to.
for life. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
And it's your
You're
traveling
gonna
on
die
your
anyway.
own. So actually, if this bridge is safe, it's safe for one person. Might not be safe for hundreds. So
Yeah.
I don't
Well, say
The whole thing don't make sense, to be fair.
No, because he has to be on a train, and the train's got to get across
it
the
feels
bridge.
it feels like a setup in a film so far. But
Okay,
either way,
but it's
I'm
incredible.
happy to go with it.
So anyway, so he does it, and he gets to the other side.
Okay.
The people of Sukkur and Sindh were so elated, they started chanting his name.
Yeah.
They started singing his name. To this day, Sindhis sing his name on special occasions, celebrations. His name was Jamalo Shirdi. Therefore, they started singing, Ho Jamalo. Da, 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 da,
No.
Ho Jamalo. Bruv, this is facts. This is facts.
No, Hey
This is facts.
Jamalo did not come.
It's the origins are from Sindh.
We need to fact check that.
No, we don't need to.
Bruv, this is
That's
incredible.
what the people
I
are.
was so blown away by this, and I was like, I love this tune and Malkit Singh and all of those versions of it. And who
We
is
should ask
Jamalo?
Malkit Singh. We should ask-
Who is
I'm gonna ask
Jamalo?
him.
Why Jamalo? Do you know what I mean? And that's where it comes
You
from.
call him Malkit Singh?
I'm wondering if I've got Malkit's number. Just double check.
All right, we can fact check it.
Yeah.
Malkit might not even know.
There he is.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
We'll
we'll give him a ring.
Yeah, we'll give him a ring for
Let's
next
finish the
week.
podcast. But that is a banger.
Right.
I think that's a blag.
It feels like something's going. I bet they said
No.
I bet. Hey,
You guys
I
are
bet
so
they went
blown
hey,
away by the magic of this story.
I bet they went, hey, Majalo, and he just went, yeah, Majalo, Jalmalo, Jalamo. It's all the same thing. Yeah. Oh.
I think
Bruv,
there's-
you ask any Sindhi, they know this song. Ho
I
Jamalo.
know. Everyone knows that song, kid.
No, but they sing it like on the regs before Malkit Singh and before these people made it into a big
I
Bhangra
know.
tune.
I know about that song. Honestly, I know about that song, but I'm questioning the story.
The
Well,
story
this
about
is the
man,
one that's going to
bridge.
get everyone talking. Come on, let's do
okay,
it.
there we go. Right, well, we'll leave you with that one. We're going to go check with our foods here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have some of this wonderful chutney that you brought along.
Yeah.
Along with my Pudina Twist crisp that I've still got from Satch's stash.
Yeah.
We're in a happy place and we're going to watch West Ham beat Tottenham.
Leave it out.
All right, we'll find out tomorrow or in a bit. Until next week, laters.
Layers.
Laters.